everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for this read. Alrighty, so we're gonna reach out. To your energies, to the energies around you. We'll use the Elemental Oracle deck. We'll use the Rider deck to clarify, and we'll see sort of what's going on around you, what energies you guys are dealing with, a situation that you might need clarification on. See what the Elemental deck has to say. So we have the equator. The equator represents sort of making things equal. It represents a balance. It's funny, those two figures very much stand out to me in this read, like two different sides to someone. And cave, which represents protection. Interesting. I don't know how these are all fitting in. An outer core fluidity. Breath, life. I feel like change, like somebody's changed. Like something happened in their life and it sort of like triggered a change in who they were. I don't feel a real positive change, so I feel like there's something, it's almost like they're not the person that you knew for a very long time. Like they kind of went like way the other way with something. For them, it's like a whole new life. It's like something absolutely and completely different that they're doing now. Like they behave a completely different way. Something is very different about them. We do have North, which represents expansion. This is also like finding your North Star. It's like finding direction. I don't know if this person is feeling a little bit lost, and so they're going a little wild, sort of acting out. And it's like, just because they feel lost, they feel like they don't know which way to go. Maybe they don't feel totally comfortable in their own skin or sort of know what their life is supposed to look like anymore after this change. So I feel like it's like the pendulum, you know, like it swings so far one way and then all of a sudden it swings back the other way. Like this person is completely different from who they used to be, and it is because of change in their life. This is part of what's triggered this sort of instability. It's part of what's triggered this sort of quest to figure out who they are. Juggling. It's like struggling, like I said, struggling to find a path, not just that this is like a time, I was going to say it, like, I don't know if they're partying a lot or something. This is like, they feel like this is a time for themselves, a time to be wild, a time to be selfish. It's kind of what I'm feeling in the cards. I'm not saying they're a bad person. I'm saying like this is unexpected behavior. This is not the way that they were. This is kind of like, you're like, where the hell is this coming from? Like, who are you? This is having trouble getting to know who somebody is again. It's part of their healing process from something. It's part of their healing process, them finding themselves again. I don't know if they felt like they got cheated out of this time in their life to sort of be selfish or be independent or be, I don't know, unaccountable or something. And now this is something that they're trying to do. Is something like trying to recapture sort of their youth. They're definitely having trouble sorting their shit out, though. We do have the Lover's card in reverse. They might have had, you know, and this might have even had to do with a relationship coming to an end. It might have been a very dysfunctional relationship where they felt like they were very much controlled. A lot of different aspects of their life were controlled, and now that they're sort of free of that, or so kind of going the crazy opposite way, because they felt like this was all of the shit that they were never able to do because someone was trying to hold them under their thumb. But they're going like way the opposite way with all of this. And it's because their emotions are like all over the fucking place too. It is part of them healing from something and trying to figure their shit out. This is what's going on. I don't like, people are looking at them. People who know them are looking at them and like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what is wrong with you? What's your malfunction? Why are you behaving this way when you were never like this before? It's like they're trying to figure out who they are. They're trying to figure out what their path is in life. They're trying to figure out, I do feel like there's a piece of them that's trying to enjoy every last inch of freedom that they didn't have because of something. Like they felt like they were under someone's thumb. They felt like they were controlled. They felt like they were sort of stuck or trapped or couldn't express themselves in a certain way. And now it's just like, now it's like a fucking free-for-all. Now it's like a free-for-all until they figure it out, until they find some level of healing, some level of clarity, maybe get it out of their system, I'm not sure. But really having trouble as sort of, because this is not, it's really not helping their healing. It's sort of bringing up other issues. It's causing other troubles in their life. It's causing trouble with the people around them, like family and friends. Page of Swords. Because it's kind of, I'm going to say it, you might not like it, guys, but it's the truth. It's kind of like immature and selfish behavior. This person has reasons that they're doing it, but it doesn't really change the fact that this is kind of wild behavior. There might be a little bit of promiscuity going on. And it might just be because of level of freedom, right, guys? It's like this person, like I said, this person felt trapped by somebody. They felt trapped by some sort of a situation where they were absolutely stuck. Their self-esteem was like in the shit during that period of time. And now having this sort of freedom, they're like fucking running loose. They're like running wild, trying to soak up every last bit of it. What else is going on here? We also have the Hermit card. That Hermit card is like a time for introspectiveness. This is time for being alone and sort of figuring your shit out. This is actually what this time should be for this person. I feel like in a way it kind of is, as long as they don't land themselves in too much trouble, which is actually a possibility. I definitely feel having that Justice card there. This is speaking to the possibility of actually winding up in bigger trouble from all the craziness. They really need to get their shit in check with that Temperance card in reverse as well. They're having trouble finding that balance. That King of Pentacles. That King of Pentacles is somebody who cares about them. King of Pentacles is somebody who's noticed this big change. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a man, doesn't necessarily mean it's a woman. This is just someone in this person's life who's caring and who worries about them and who worries about their behavior. Same with this Queen of Wands. Yes, she comes forward as a Queen of Wands, but she's not necessarily a woman. She could be speaking to a man as well. It's the energy behind it, as somebody who's, like I said, who's feeling like they want to be really attractive. They're wanting to feel this freedom. They're wanting to express their passions, and it is with other people too. But definitely people who knew them before this are looking at them like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? And this is what it is. It's like they finally have this freedom where nobody's breathing down their neck. Because I feel like this is how they felt before in their previous situation. Like somebody was controlling their life, somebody was controlling every aspect of it. They've somehow broken free of that or moved away from that, and now they've just completely gone the fucking opposite way. They don't want to hear advice from whoever this King of Pentacles is, even though he cares, even though this figure in their life cares about them, is worried about them. It's like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about it. They just want to sort of do their own thing. They don't want to be accountable. They're rather sick and tired of being told what to do. So to them it feels like being told what to do. And like they're sort of moving forward. That Seven of Cups is like having many options, weighing your options carefully. This person just wants to experience everything. And this is part of their process in dealing with shit. Like I said, there's the potential for them to actually get in trouble while they're doing this. So with any luck, they're sort of kind of wear themselves down before that happens, or sort of find a new way of expressing themselves, because this won't bring about the healing that they need. This is just sort of a time to vent and time to express. But if this king was looking at this queen and sort of going like, what the fuck is your problem? What is your malfunction? You're sort of like, you're like Jekyll and Hyde. You're like two different people. This is why. It's because this queen, whoever she is, she felt like she was completely trapped one way in a situation, unable to express a lot of different parts of herself. And this freedom that she now has, she just sort of fucking letting loose with it. It is eventually going to wear itself out, but like I said, there's a potential that she can actually get in trouble while this is going on. We do have that Justice card in reverse. So with any luck, this queen is going to sort of take some advice from a friend, or be able to start moving forward with the healing process, because this is sort of one stage of letting loose, of venting, of expressing, but there's still a whole lot more healing that has to go on. There's a lot that has to do with the deep emotional work here and finding that North Star for her. She's going to have to find her new direction and find that balance within herself. Alrighty, guys, I hope that you enjoyed that read. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you have an absolutely great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.